Oh shit, dude, I hit record. Fuck. Let's go! Woo! That's what I'm talking about, baby. 4-1. 4-1. That's obviously I'm talking about last night. Are you kidding me? Everybody, the reason I'm so hyped is because you know, people pick against you and people pick for you. But last night, every single person on the internet that had at least 5 followers picked the damn Buccaneers, or so-called experts picked the Buccaneers. That's some bullshit. Everybody, every pregame show, Buccaneers. You know what I'm saying? Just like Tom Brady showed everybody. That's 4 dubs for the Bears. I love it. I love to see it. I love the fact that Tom Brady was so salty throughout the game. Earlier in the game, if you were watching, Khalil Mack hit him. I think they threw a flag, and then Tom Brady got over him and was started like, whoa! And I'm like, oh, wow. But in the fourth quarter, Khalil Mack sacked Tom Brady for the second time. And he just kind of leans over, whispers in his ear. And Tom Brady was pissed. And not only was he pissed, he was a salty, sore loser. Nick Foles in the middle of the field at the end of the game looking for Tom Brady. Camera points to Tom Brady. He's jogging off the field, looking down, not saying anything to his teammates, salty that he had a mental lapse. He got fucked by none other than Big Dick Nick. Oh, man, 2-0, Super Bowl, Week 5, 2020 season. Awesome. I love it. I love to see it. I love the fact that Nick Foles didn't play well. Actually, very similar to how I felt when I was watching Trubisky in the offense. But when the plays mattered and things needed to happen, he was on fire. At the end of the game, that floater wheel route to Montgomery to get the first down, not a big play, not a deep bomb, nothing crazy, but the touch on the pass and the location of the ball and the down and distance and everything, all the external factors into that pitch and catch was like out of this world. The route by Allen Robinson to set up that play, him recognizing its man coverage, all of that, incredible plays all the way around against a really good team. I couldn't be more happy. I mean, that was awesome football to watch. It was a good game, back and forth. So I think it was like a total of 5 or 6 lead changes. When Tom Brady scored 13 points or was up by 13, at any point in a game, he's 42-0. This game he started 13-0. We gave him the first loss. So that's awesome. That's awesome to see. I get why he was mad. The mental lapse was unfortunate, but really funny. I mean, that shit had me dying. He's like, I thought it was 40. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm telling you, you love to see it. It's awesome. Delicious. You know what else is delicious? This matchup we're going to jump into. The Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes going up against the Las Vegas Raiders. Yeah, the Raiders with John Gruden. By the white two bananas. We're talking about those Raiders. Now they in Vegas. It's awesome. Let me tell you. The reason this matchup's awesome. Well, interesting. Last time they played, it was 40-9 for the Chiefs, so I wouldn't say awesome. But interesting is the Raiders have been playing really, really well this year. They got a lot going for them. Derek Carr has 8 touchdowns, 0 picks. Offense is looking good. John Gruden's looking comfortable. The team just looks comfortable. But what's holding them back is the fact that Josh Jacobs, 3 out of the 4 games they played, has averaged under 4 yards a carry. And their first-round pick, Henry Ruggs, decides to, not play. Well, he doesn't decide, but he's pulling his hamstring. He's reminding me a lot of John Ross, and I don't want to see that because I thought John Ross was just going to be a speedster, just ball out like some Percy Harvin shit. And I thought Henry Ruggs could have been the version that didn't get hurt all the time or was underutilized or however you want to put it. I thought he had a lot of potential in that offense, and he just hasn't been able to get on the field. And when he has, he's kind of been a non-factor. So way too similar to John Ross, but I hope his career takes this, quicker turn up. I got high hopes for the kid, and I think he's going to be a baller. Unfortunately, he hasn't been playing, though. And the Chiefs, out of the last 10 games they played, 9 of those games they won by double digits. So if you're getting in a shootout with the Chiefs and you don't have Henry Ruggs, who's going to take the top off the defense, you might not have Bryan Edwards, the rookie receiver that was drafted later in the same draft, this past draft. So you're stuck with Darren Waller, who's a beast, by the way. He's probably the 3rd best tight end in the league right now. Everybody knows that, so everybody's going to be covering him. So I don't know how much that's going to do. And Derek Carr is not a mobile quarterback. He can move, but he's not going to run, so you don't really have to worry about that threat. It's going to be interesting. If the Raiders get in a position where it's a shootout, they lost. And if they get in a position where it's a time possession game, they have to be super, super sound on defense. They have to lock everything up. All it takes is one play to blow the game open. I'm never picking against Patrick Mahomes. He's just that dude. Like, he's a baller. He's a monster. He's a savage. He's amazing. Talk about it. But I'd love for the Bears to ever have talent like that behind the center. Obviously, I'm picking the Chiefs in this one. I think they're going to blow the Raiders out. I'm not saying 40-9. That's a bit ridiculous, but I could see like a 35-21 type of deal. But it's the NFL. Anything could happen any given week. That's why it's awesome. I'll tell you what's not awesome, though. The fact that the Tennessee Titans cannot follow simple protocol in the NFL that was placed for COVID, a.k.a. their team got wrecked with a quick bug. So what do while they're trying to settle down, test everybody so they can play the games? They go out, they practice on their own, and then 2 more players get fucking COVID. Nice. Fucking good job, buddy. Fantastic. So thumbs up. So now we have Tuesday Night Football. Buffalo, Tennessee. Great matchup. Don't get me wrong. Unfortunately, we're probably not going to see a full-strength Tennessee Titans team, which is probably going to mean that they're going to fall to 3-1. Depending on who the players that got COVID are, is really going to determine how much of a shot they got against the Bills. But you know, that game was going to be really good at a full strength versus full strength. But now you're kind of like 2 fingers down. So you got like a 3-finger versus a full fist. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not beating, this dude's going to knock your ass out. Bills, Titans is what I'm trying to say here. Josh Allen is on a heater. MVP start to a year. Obviously, I'm picking the Bills to win. It's going to matter on who got COVID and who's out. If I'm not mistaken, they haven't actually said who the players are yet. They're still trying to get in all the information and whatnot. So who the players are is definitely going to matter. You know what I'm saying? For the Chiefs, when the Patriots and Chiefs played, it was their practice squad quarterback that got COVID. Obviously, benched him. Everybody was good. Game went on. But for the Patriots, it's Cam Newton. That's a huge deal because Cam was actually making the Patriots like really, really good, which I'm so happy for him because the man fucking deserves it. He put in the work. And he's really taking the Patriots like to a next level when he was playing the #1 rushing game in the league so far this year. So that's why it matters. It matters who has what. Regardless, 11 players for COVID positive on an NFL team when there's only 52 and 22 starters, that could potentially be one side of the football completely wiped out. Obviously, I don't think that's the case. I just don't see that some sort of weird voodoo magic luck shit had to go down for that to happen. I don't think that happened. But when you look at numbers, 11 players is one side of the football. So that's crazy. Half of those are starters. The team is decimated. The team that's already decimated is the Philadelphia Eagles. Yes, the division-leading 1-2-1 Philadelphia Eagles on top of the NFC least. Let's go. Come on, man. Are you serious? They could lose this week. Dallas could win. And at 1-3-1, they could be half a game out of first place. They should not get a playoff. Obviously, they shouldn't get a playoff spot. Shit. They should get relegated. The NFL should make a relegation league just for the NFC East because that's ridiculous. The amount of talent that are on, especially the Cowboys. Are you kidding me, dude? Like, what? How are you this bad? The Eagles, Carson Wentz. If you told me 2 years ago that the NFC least would be looking how it is now, well, first of all, I would have bought it. But if you told me that Carson Wentz had almost double the interceptions he has touchdowns, 7 interceptions to 4 touchdowns, I mean, like, come on. Come on. Carson Wentz is not only underperforming, he's fallen off a cliff. Now, I'm not saying he can't come back from this. He definitely can. It's one of those things, man, where it's all up here for him. Like, it's up here. Mechanically, we've seen him. He can do it all. But, like, he's stuck up here right now, and he doesn't know which way to go. Somebody turned off the lights. He's in a dark room. He doesn't know which way to get out. And if they don't pull some shit against the Steelers, which I highly, highly doubt is going to happen because I think the Steelers are such a good football team with Big Ben back. They won 8 games without him. They won 8 games with third, fourth string quarterbacks. Like, that doesn't happen in the NFL. Shout out to Mike Tomlin. What a great coach. But the Steelers are legit, and the Eagles are like this close away from just losing it up here. Confidence, not for Wentz, but for the whole damn team. Like they need to reevaluate, reorganize. They need to do something. And not saying this is a must win, but if you're getting blown out here by the Steelers, I mean, that team might get blown up. I mean, legit, coach out, GM out, quarterback. Like the team might get blown out if they finish 4-12, or I guess 4-11-1, or 3-12-1, whatever it is. I'm assuming they don't get any more ties because that'd be tragic. I don't see that happening, but hey, you never know. Yeah, the Eagles really need to get their shit going, and I don't think that'll happen. To get analytical, Big Ben has his second worst pass rating against any opponent against the Eagles for some reason. I don't know what that is. He just doesn't do well against the Eagles. So hey, that could be a thing. Could not be. That's just a stat. A more impressive stat is Mike Tomlin is 9-4 off a bye week. Now this wasn't their scheduled bye week, but it was still a bye week. And he's really, really good off the bye week. And I see the Steelers coming in here and stomping them out. So that is the expectation. The Steelers are going to get stomped out. No, that is not going to happen. The Eagles are going to get stomped the fuck out. They're going to get rocked. Okay, the Eagles are going to get rocked. They're going to get socked. They're going to get blocked. They're going to do whatever you want. Nothing. Not a single fucking thing. The Eagles are going to do nothing. And then the Steelers are going to win. And they're going to remain undefeated. And that's just how it's going to go. That's my prediction. That's going to wrap it up, though. That is going to wrap it up for me. Week 5 in the books. It's fun. It's always fun. Love talking football. So this is just going to keep on going. It's going to keep on getting better. Keep on rolling. I will see you next week, same time, per usual, and we'll get it going. Enjoy football.